Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So let me show you how you could have caught this beautiful trade that netted 5R. I do about 12 pips stop loss, and then this is the checklist. By the way, this is the checklist. You can always ask for it. Just uh, just comment I need it, and then I will inbox you, or you can inbox me on Telegram, and then I'll send you this particular checklist. So this is the checklist that we use here on this on taking such trades. So this was the trade that played out very well last week during the NFP week. It was a very beautiful trade. If you need the full checklist, I will send it to you. It is so easy to follow, and you don't need a lot of pressure to follow it. So just inbox me, and then I'll send you this thing. Also comment there so that I can know, comment something like I need the checklist, so that I can know that you truly needed it when you ask for it, and did not just be making noise around. So this is the trade. You can see it went for a more than 1 to 5. I'll show you this strategy and this trade on how we were looking at it. So this is the trade. You can see it went very nice. I think it could have even gone for more than this. I'm not certain, but I don't nowadays go for more than 1 to 5 risk to reward. So let me show you how I started looking at this trade. I'll show you in the group. This is where you will join, and then you will get the group. So this is where the trade started. I've already broken down this trade here and how it netted me more than 3 risk to reward, though the trade went for nearly 5R, but I just took 1 to 3 because I'd already taken a loss previously. Same to this was on NFP week. So let me break this one down. It started on a negative note, so let me break it down for you so that you can see where we started. So the strategy is made up of 2 options, that is the London sweep and the Asia sweep. So whichever is swept first, you go with it. So in this case, I was only looking for sales throughout the day. So I was waiting for London to sweep Asia high. Then actually from that point, I've never gotten a trade again in this thing. I nearly got yesterday, but unfortunately it was invalidated. So I don't get trades daily. I get very few trades like this one. You can see here, very rare do I get trades every day. I get like 2 or 3 maximum a week. So as you can see, London before pre-London raided, Frankfurt raided Asia session. So with that, now I'm waiting for 15 minutes to start shifting bearish, and then I'll check if it has undergone a change of character. So when you see this, when I was looking at this market, I was also checking at and peeping before it closed. I was equally peeping at 3 minutes. You have to be checking these things concurrently so that you know that when this 30 minutes closes, it will be closing with a change of character. You can't wait for one to form, then you check the other. No, 30 minutes is so long time that you need to be checking after every, maybe if you're sure that now this thing looks like it will close bearish, because you'll be seeing the market in real time, so it is oscillating up and down, and you are seeing that if it should close bearish, then I need this to have been taken as my change of character. This to have been taken as my change of character. So if this one is taken and the 30 minutes closes bearish, then definitely I'm going to take this trade and sell this market. But if not, I will wait for the change of character. So that was this was the start of London session. So let's see, 30 minutes later, you can see the high was raided, and therefore when this high was raided, you could have still looked for a change of character somewhere here and taken your trade there. So that with that, you could have taken your trade there about, and then stop loss here for a 3 or at least a 3R or a 3.5 or a 4R trade. So this is 10, we can add it. I need at least maximum of 12.9, so we can add it that so that we can make it 4R. Yes, So this was the outlook, and that is why I sent the other one. So you can see the market tagged it in, and then immediately it tagged it out, so which means that it was a bad day in the field. Now again, if you wanted to take a re-entry, you would have waited for 30 minutes to close bearish again as your last try. You wait for 30 minutes to close bearish again. Now there's a tip I want to share with you. If normally if I see, sorry for that, normally if I see that this is my 30 minutes candle I'm waiting, it means that its low should be protecting us, its high, sorry. So if its high is protecting us, I don't expect it to be raided before I get a change of character. If it is raided before I get a change of character, I normally don't trade it. So that is a tip you should note there. If I get, if this candle, this 30 minutes here that closed bearish should be the one protecting us. But if its low has been raided before before I get my change of character, then I normally don't look at it and finally just wait for a next candle to form so that its low can be protected. So that day, actually it was NFP week, so I wasn't trading, I was just watching the market. So that is why I sent the other one, and I indicated there that it is a little bit low probability. So when the market closed here, as you can see, this was the start, and I should have checked here. If I checked here, we didn't have a change of character here, and therefore that buy was invalid. That sell was invalid. So the next sell should have been this. When this candle formed, when this candle closed bearish like this, I should have flipped to 3 minutes to check if we already have a change of character. So I should have checked like this, then we confirm that indeed we have a change of character. And then since it is even in the middle of this point, let's see if I take a market execution at the start of this candle, will I have a less than 12 pips stop loss? Yes. So this should have been the valid loss on that NFP week, CPI week, sorry. So it was NFP or CPI, I can't even remember. So with that, this should have been now a genuine loss, because it didn't work out eventually, as you can see. So the strategy does not work 100%. If you're looking for 100% strategy, you can just keep scrolling YouTube. You never know, your luck could be there. So with that is why we were deploying now the option of Asian session sweep. So when you take 2 losses, you need to stop or wait for the other option to happen. So in this case, this was the first bearish close. So you go to 3 minutes and check change of character. Now change of character should be below here, because this is the last low that did lot of pushing. So with this low, I need to see it having change of character there. Market should close below it. But if this low is raided, if this protecting high, meaning that all liquidity should have been taken, if this high is not protected, I'm expecting this to have been protected. If it is not protected, then I will go back to 30 minutes. So when you watch this market, it eventually just started dropping down. It dropped, and finally it caused a change of character. So when it caused a change of character, you shift to 30 minutes, because the 30 minutes that you are waiting for did end printing here. So it means that this candle started here and caused a change of character, finally caused a change of character before starting to pull back. So with that pullback now and this change of character confirmed, I was comfortable. And then if you check 30 minutes, 30 minutes has closed bearish, and this is your 30 minutes entry candle, this one here. So you can see we have 2 bearish close. This high is still protected, and we already have a change of character when the new candle started printing. So it was just confirmation good enough. So you just make sure that your high is protected with 12 pips stop loss, at least 12 pips. So this is 12.7, so you can have it at 12.5, or you could even have it at 12.0 if you want to have a hardcore stop loss, sorry, entry. You could have it as that. Let's assume you took it at that particular point. So at this particular point, if you start having hardcore entry zones and stop losses, then just expect that you should be willing to miss trades. So with that, now you watch the market play. So the market is tagged in, and then it goes to draw down. With this strategy, even if the market is going down into your drawdown, you should be comfortable with it. Why? Because it, provided the high is protected, you should be able to go break even at a 1 to 2. Where is 1 to 2? So this was already a break even zone, and then this was take profit. So this was the NFP move or the CPI move. I'm not sure. So this should have already given you a 1 to 3. Now let's say you took it at somewhere below here, and let's say 2 arrows there, and then you got hit on break even, which is okay. Now what you need to do is to wait. You cannot take, when market comes back here, if it doesn't liquidate the high that was protecting you, please do not take these trades. You have to wait for the market to liquidate the high or the low that was protecting you before you start looking for your entry. So I shift to 30 minutes, and then you look for entry. Now at this particular point, when this market closes like this, above above this line, which is my momentum line, that means that the momentum is shifting from bullish to bearish, and therefore you don't need to take any more trade from this point. You can invalidate this setup and then leave the market. But let's say you still want to just confirm if truly it was just noise in the market. So you can see with this one, we already have a close bearish. So with that close bearish, you should have confirmed before it closed bearish that you saw a change of character, and then you can do a market execution or a retrace at order at how do you call it, a retrace at breaker block, and then you take your entry. So when you look at this, the market moves from this point to this point, then this point to this point, this point to this point here, and then this is the last move. So with this, we call it a change of character when it closed down here. So this was a change of character. So with this change of character, you trace the nearest. So this has confirmed that we already have a change of character. So this becomes our change of character here. When this market closed below this line here, this protected low in 3 minutes, that was a confirmed change of character, and for that reason you should trace to the nearest nearest breaker block. So this is the breaker block. So you take your trade from the breaker block. Now from this breaker block, try and see if you take it from the opening, will you have your stop loss as 12 pips or less than 12.9 and below? If no, then you try and refine it. Maybe I could refine it to the end of this breaker block or this order block somewhere here. It is upon you, it is your choice, but you have to be willing to miss trade. I'm going to show you a trade that potentially I could miss and it could go without me, and I would be okay with it. So with that, you can see that now everything was set and the market came back and then tagged in. You can see the way it was trying to protect the highs. When the order flow is on the right direction, the highs are protected. You can see this high was protecting this movement. When it came here, it respected this high. When it came here, it respected this high, and that is how you confirm that truly the market was bearish. So you can see it went for a 1 to 6. Let's see if it went for a 1 to 6 or just a 1 to 5. So by this time it was Friday and it was very late, so I wasn't even in the market. So it went deep down before it started retracing. So it went, so let's assume that that was the maximum move. It went there. So this was by 9 p.m. my time. So that was 6R. I don't go for that. I just go for maximum of 5 risk to reward. So I'm comfortable missing trades because I'm not in a hurry to take so many trades every single day. So if every single day I'm not in a high to take trades, that means I'm comfortable missing trades. Now today I didn't have trades on this pair. Actually, since that day you've not had trades. Since this day here you've not seen trades here. There was no trade this day. There was some sort of trades here, but when this market now closed above this momentum shift, we didn't look for these sells. Then today here there was no momentum was uncertain. We don't have buyers, so we don't sell, we don't buy, because we don't know the momentum here. We use momentum to know which session rate we should be taking. Now if you compare that to this, you will see that we needed this session rate because the momentum is clearly on the upside. So where did the 30 minutes close? 30 minutes closed here, and when 30 minutes closed there, you shift to 30 minutes to 3 minutes to confirm that you already have a change of character. And when you look at this was the change of character here. So I was hoping that it could come and tag me in here, but unfortunately it has not come to tag me. Sorry for that, it has not come to tag me. So I'm not in this trade. I was hoping it can come and tag me immediately into this particular zone to give me, actually my stop loss is below here, and then I wanted it to come to the breaker block. As you can see, I wanted to come to the breaker block and then tag me somewhere here, somewhere here, but you can see the market has refused. So if you're watching this on a later date, you can check what happened on 7th May, if the market came back finally and tagged me in. Why am I saying so? Because this is the last breaker block that could give me less than 12 pips. If it doesn't give me less than 12 pips, this is the last breaker block. So can it come and tag me into this breaker block? I don't know. If it comes and tag me, you can see the way it is obeying the market order flow. It is obeying the market order flow. If you start disobeying it, then I'm sure it will come to even this point. So that is why I'm hoping that it could tag me in here for less than 12 pip stop loss. Now I was on another trade that seemingly could hit stop loss, so this is another trade I am into which is going to hit stop loss. So if it hits stop loss, I'll look for the next entry. So this is the trade I am into. You can see it is just near taking me out on a stop loss, which is okay. The strategy is not 100% goated, so this one it is determined to take me out on a stop loss. So how many is this is about around 1 pip stop loss. I don't know, 1 pip away from stop loss, which I'm very okay. I'm risking 1% on my account. I wanted it to come and break outside this zone, this 30 minutes trend line here. If it breaks above this trend line, then I wanted to take another position just to scale in, which is not important, but just a scale in. So if it takes me out on this trade, I'm going to wait for the liquidation of this low and then expect the same thing of 15 minutes shift like that.